Hey guys, it's Austin Doctor, and welcome back to another review of Overlord Season 3, Episode 7. And I'm just going to say, this episode was so much better than the last one, and I'm very thankful they did a good episode. It's just, the last episode I wish they did better, because Overlord is apparently a very popular thing, and that's a different story, but overall, this episode was actually really well done, in my opinion. So, this is basically the big invasion of the Great Tomb of Nazarick, and we see the groups are actually invading it, and they kind of hop over the wall, and one group actually uses like invisibility to get to, where they're supposed to, and they're going to a small mausoleum, and we see the crest of Ainz Ghul, and they are actually like trying to think if they should take it, because it's made out of precious metal, and they think they can get treasure from it. And this is kind of setting up how greedy these adventurers are, and Grimham actually discovers treasure, and apparently everyone else was discovering all these treasures up on like where they were going from, and this is kind of setting up because I think Ainz kind of used the knowledge that he got from when he was talking as Momon, and basically starting to see if he can use it against them. But we see a team of the guy is an elder, and he's an old mage, I'm going to call him, or an elder, but we see this team's actually going to look for another route, and he asked everyone for 10% of like their earnings, and I'm kind of thinking like, yeah, I wouldn't even let that guy. You can just be lazy and just walk around. But it seems all the groups are okay with it because they're just so driven by greed. The groups actually they run into a big group of skeletons for their first like fight, and it was actually very interesting. And then we see a cut to Momon, and he goes for a rest. Then he returns to Nazarick as Ainz to see what's going on, and he's talking to Albio, and it seems that he kind of put Albio in charge of everything, and basically he's sitting down on his good chair and just watching everything going on, and it just seems that this is starting to build up to a very great episode over here. And we see one group actually runs into skeletons and skeleton mages, and it was quite interesting. And the elder in his group actually get ambushed. I was like, oh snap! And they call it a pincer attack, and obviously you should know what that is by watching the episode. But we see Lupus and Yuri and a couple others actually kind of watching what's going on, and this is the test group that previously Ainz was talking about with Albio, about how he wants to test out these new weapons. And these actual weapons he's talking about are magic weapons, and they're fighting against the group that was kind of the greediest, I guess, group I'll call them. But we see that most of them are actually defeated, and the defeated are actually taken to a torture chamber, and quite interesting. Then we see Grimham and his group or person get chased down by like a group of skeleton mages, and they run into this room trying to escape them, and then they get teleported into this dark room, and we see Kodaha Ko show up, and he starts talking about how his family's been eating each other and how this is going on, and Grimham tries to bargain with Kodaha, and it's just Kodaha literally just outright says, you guys will be enough, my family will eat you. And basically it made it look like Grimham was eaten alive, but I don't know if we can confirm or not. As I said, it would be interesting, but I think why I'm kind of debating if he actually did die is because previously Lupus and Yuri were talking about how they cannot directly murder the people, and thinking, does that translate to everyone else? We don't know, but we actually meet the torturer, which is she's quite something with a nice male voice, but poor guy, it's like a slime. And it was funny because the torturer was going on about how Shoutier is always around Ainz, and how Albio is always around Ainz, and that she calls them ugly and she calls herself beautiful. I'm just like, yeah, enough drinks you would. But anyways, we see Humsky actually make an appearance with the lizards. I was like, yes, one of my favorites. He's back, and I just love it because this guy that was coming in, he kind of was just this over the top kind of bad person that you'd see in anything. He gets very cocky, and he has this group of elves, and it's obvious that he's enslaved them, and he basically forces them to help him, and he just goes by himself to fight Hansky, which is a really stupid idea in my opinion. And we see this fight, and Hamsky's not really doing his full job. He's just kind of holding back because he thinks he's going to kill him. And Hamsky actually defeats the guy by cutting off his arms. I was like, whoa, what just happened? Then we see the elves all start smirking and looking at the dead body, and then after they go and kick the dead body, and Hamsky asks the lizards, is this a normal thing that elves do? And it's just, I couldn't stop laughing there because it's really funny because he doesn't understand it. It's just one of those like, wow. But I actually really like what happened to that guy because he kind of deserved it for being a very big bad person to the people who are the elves. And it seems that Ainz is kind of delivering justice to these people that are very greedy. But we see one group is remaining, and they're going into, obviously, the big arena, where we're going to see big monsters. But honestly, the next episode, I cannot wait. This was such a better episode than the last one, and I'm very happy. But overall, guys, what did you think of this episode? I thought it was well done, and I'm very happy we got to see Halberdio. We need more Halberdio, and I'm pretty sure at some point we're going to see her sister show up, because everyone's making a video about it. I'm like, come on, guys. Come on. But anyways, guys, this is Austin the Doctor signing out. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you until the next time. Peace.